Welcome back, anybody who's watching. Today we're playing a different game. We are playing Grand Tactician, the Civil War. This is going to be a Confederate campaign. We're playing as the Southern States of America. The American Civil War is something that I'm really interested in. Not that I know everything about it, but I know a bit about it, and I enjoy this game. But again, it's not a game I'm amazing at. Let's see how we get on. So, I've took the liberty of starting off and making some of the arrangements I needed to make before I started recording. I haven't recruited any units, I haven't moved any units. It's still 8 AM on July the 8th, 1861, at the very start of the game. All I've done is reorganise a couple of the armies. If you've played this game before, you know that the two larger armies of the Confederate States are not really very well organised, no divisions in them or anything. So I've taken the Army of the Potomac, which is just here under Beauregard, this guy. And I've organised them into 3 divisions, basically, for now. We've got Longstreet's division under James Longstreet, Brigadier General James Longstreet, with 3 brigades of infantry, a brigade of, and a battery of artillery. Then we've got Richard Hewell's division, again with 3 brigades of infantry and a battery of artillery. Then we have William Loring's kind of reserve division with 2 brigades, which will build up a little bit as time goes by. So this being the very start of the campaign, we are down to mixed muskets for pretty much all units, I think, which, I mean, obviously suck. Yeah, so we'll upgrade those as well. Our other army. So let's take stock. Basically, we have 2 large armies in the Eastern Theatre. Large for now, not really large. the Army of the Potomac with about 18,700 men, and the Army of the Shenandoah, which is just here, under Joseph E Johnstone, with 10,500 men. Again, I've reorganised these guys. We've got 2 divisions. One division under Thomas Jackson, who most people probably know better as Stonewall Jackson. The other one under this guy, William H.T. Walker. And they both have 2 brigades and a battery of artillery. And we have a small cavalry unit under Jeb Stuart, which is 300 men in, which, you know, really is not going to be much use to anybody. What else do we have? Let's zoom out a little. We've got a small force here in the western area of Virginia, which is not the state of West Virginia just yet. It's just Western Virginia. We've got a small army down here in the peninsula as well, under Magruder, just 1,400 men. So it's more like a brigade, really. But we'll build this one up. We'll build that one up a little. We'll build all these armies up a little. Then we've got various forts along the coast. And we've got a force down here. The Army of Florida, again, which is like a brigade, really, like 3,700 men, under Braxton Bragg. Now, I don't think we need these guys down here, so I'll probably disperse some of the men from this army into the other ones. What we've got here, we've got a fleet at New Orleans. But other than that, not much in the way of troops. Tiny little forts here, like 75 men in them. Going up into the middle here, into Tennessee, at Nashville, we've got Polk with his 1,600 men. Again, this is a tiny force. It's the very beginning of the war, really. Nothing much has happened so far. The overall state of play, we've got 51,000 men fielded. They've got 71,000, so the advantage is with the Union at the moment, which it will be throughout the campaign, I would think. Further west, we've got a couple of armies here which might come in useful. We've got the Missouri State Guard under Sterling Price, which I've reorganised. I've reorganised into 2 divisions. One under Mosby Parsons, the other one I've left under the original division commander, Rains, even though he sucks. We'll see how he gets on. These are both tiny, again, like, so this division's got 2,000 men, which, you know, is barely a brigade, really, and again, 2,000 men in Parsons. 3 brigades. These brigades are more like battalions. 600 men, 800 men, 600 men, all armed with rubbish weapons. Waitman, he's actually got 1,300 men, so at least that's a viable force. McBride with 600 men again. It's just stupid. 6 guns, 6-pounders. Poor. We've got another small force down here under McCulloch. These are Arkansas state troops in the Western Army. Got some cavalry. A brigade of infantry, Arkansas state troops. And a battery of artillery, again, 6-pounders. So we've got some work to do. The main strategy focus is going to be, we're going to defend, basically. We're going to defend, especially in the east, where they're going to try and overpower us. Historically, in the east, in the Eastern Theater here in Virginia, especially, there was a lot of fighting and a lot of men, large armies fighting here. So, basically, we're going to get started. So we've got the Hampton Division here, these guys. We're going to move them from the peninsula, because it's not under threat at the moment. We're going to move them up to Richmond, which is our capital. And send them by train. When they get there, see in this game now, so it's going to take 3 hours and 26 minutes for them to get that order to move. In this game, things don't happen instantly. If you've never played this game before, it's it's slanted on realism. It's very much towards realism. That's not to say the game is very realistic. It is somewhat realistic, but like things like this are pretty awesome actually. So the order's on the way to this unit, and when Magruder gets that, he will move his troops to Richmond. And once we're at Richmond, we'll build a fort, because I suspect we're going to need it. We're going to hold fast here with the Army of the Potomac with its 18,000 men and 20 guns, and meanwhile, the Army of the Shenandoah, we're going to abandon the Shenandoah Valley. We're going to move these guys across again by train, so that hopefully, if McDowell marches down with his men, I mean, at the moment, they've got 33,000 men in that army, which is going to go up to 41,000. If you see the strength part there, 33 is what they currently have, 41 is what it will be when their reinforcements get there, or the new reserves, the new levy troops. So, and they also have 45 guns, and we only have 20 and 18 in the Army of the Shenandoah. So these two armies combined should be able to hold them relatively easily. But let's get started. Let's see what we've got in the way of weapons upgrades. So I mean, what cannons have we got here? 6-pounders. Now, 6-pounder gun is not what I want. Let's see what we have available. So we've got 1 10-pounder Parrott, 3 12-pounder field guns, howitzer, 12-pounder, and a 24-pound howitzer. So not really that much to choose from. I'm reluctant to give the Parrotts to this small unit, which only has 9 months remaining on their contract as well. Let's give them 12-pounder field guns, so at least we've got a 12-pounder gun there. And the other battery is actually 12-pound howitzer. We'll leave them with that. What about Joe Johnston? Let's have a look what his guys have got. Yeah, both 6-pounder, so nine guns in each battery. We're going to leave one with 6-pounders, and we'll upgrade one to 12-pounders. Infantry. Now let's hope that Johnson's guys can get here in time, but I suspect the Army of Northeastern Virginia is going to push down, and we're going to end up having to face them with our 18,000 men, which is doable, but it's going to be a hard fight. So let's give some of our guys some better weapons. The 1st Brigade under Bonham, what can we give them? Springfield rifle muskets. Yeah. Ambrose P. Hill, A.P. Hill. We're going to leave those guys with mixed muskets. Holmes, only 1,400 men. Leave them with mixed. Philip St. George Cock? I don't know. We're going to upgrade their weapons. We're going to give them Springfields as well. So we've got 2 units now with at least decent rifle muskets. We don't want to use too much because we haven't got much money either. In terms of policy, let's go for our first one, which we're going to make Industrialization 1. It's going to take 26 days to complete. I feel like in industrialization, even just the first tier is quite important in this game, especially for the South. Once that's done, we're going to start working up on Militia Act 2 probably, or maybe we'll convert civilian vessels. But anyway, I'm going to press start now, at last. Civil War. So yes, just tell us the Civil War started. So you can see here, this unit's got a question mark over it. That's the West Virginia Militia. So the last time we seen them was on the July the 8th up here. So we're not sure exactly where they are. Oh, I thought I pressed call, but I mustn't have done. So you can see the order counters ticking down here for these guys to start moving. And if we have a close-up look here. I thought they were already going, but they haven't started moving yet. So let's see what happens here. The Missouri State Guard. Let's actually pause a second. We're going to construct a supply depot just here. The Western Army, we're going to move up towards Fayetteville. It's going to take them a while to get there because they have to march there and cross a river. And I was saying we are going to disperse some of the troops from the Army of Florida. I don't think we need them down in Florida just now. We will build another army down for the Deep South to protect us from any kind of amphibious landings or anything like that. Who have we got here? We've got Anderson's Brigade under Richard H. Anderson. He's actually not a bad commander. With 1,200 men. They're from Florida, so maybe we'll keep them there. Georgians under Colonel Jackson and Colonel Patton Anderson with more guys from Florida. So what we're going to do, we're going to move one of these. We're going to move one of those units into the Hampton Division, which is helping to protect the area around Richmond, our capital. So we're going to move John K. Jackson's brigade to support them. It's going to take 22 days to get there, so it's not instant, but that's okay. And we're going to move Patton Anderson's brigade into Polk's command in Tennessee, into Pillow's division. So that bulks out them a little bit. We're going to leave these guys here as like a little reserve down here, just in case anything happens. Let's take a look. So like I was saying, the plan will be to hold the east. We're not going to go on the offensive in the east. Certainly not early game. No way. British intervention is at 40%, which is... I've never seen this happen yet, but it's possible that we could get the British to intervene in this war, which would be nice for us. So let's crack on. Let's have some time go by. Our ports are blockaded. A little bit anyway. It's their fleet. I mean, we're never going to be able to compete realistically with their fleets. Yeah, so realistically, we're not going to be able to compete with the Navy tonnage. I mean, look at the difference. 90,000 tons or 15,000. But let's have a quick look at the fleets. We've got tiny fleets dotted around the place. James River Squadron here in the James River. The New Orleans Squadron, which will eventually have 8 ships in it. Only got 4. We've got 5 disabled. I think that's because they're still building. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, they're still building. We've got a few in harbour here. Charleston Squadron. I mean, that's one little tiny gunboat. 2 cannons. Mobile Squadron. Not really sure what we're supposed to be doing with these, to be honest. Savannah Squadron. Again, it's tiny little steamers. I mean, really, we're not going to do much with these. The Texas Maritime Department, 2 ships, 5 guns total. So we haven't got much going on. What we've got ready here, we've got a schooner. Well, let's put them into the North Carolina Squadron, so they'll make their way there. The James River Squadron. Now, we could maybe do something with that. I don't know what, but let's pop a couple of these guys in. Yeah, a couple of the steamers. 3rd-rate steamer and a 4th-rate steamer. We'll see how we get on with that. We'll see what we can do with the Navy. I suspect not very much. We'll contest the Mississippi. But in terms of like the Blue Water Fleet. So the Blue Water Fleet is the ocean-going fleet. The Brown Water Fleet is the river fleet. Realistically, I mean, what are we going to do with this ship, for example? The CSS General Clinch, awaiting orders. Well, orders are return to port. Charleston Squadron, that was that. Mobile Squadron, I mean, I'm not going to be able to do anything with these. The Savannah Squadron, again, we'll just send them to port. Hopefully they'll not get destroyed. The Maritime Texas Department off to the port. North Carolina Squadron, 4 ships, 9 guns. Again, I mean, what am I going to do with that against the Atlantic Blockading Squadron with 163 guns there? One thing we will do, I think we will build, let's build a large ship. 1. Remember, we don't have much money. We don't really have much in the way of spare resources. I think we're going to build a frigate. A 50-gun, timber-clad frigate. So it's a little outdated, but, you know, I think it might be handy to have a frigate. Let's build that. They'll build that somewhere. It's going to take a while, like probably best part of a year, I would think. We're letting time go. Polk's Command, again here, so it's Nashville. Let's build a fort. It's bound to be handy to have a fort down at Nashville. Smith at destination. Oh, this is just our fleets pulling back into harbour. So the Western Army is making its way up to the north into Missouri. Getting control of Missouri would be handy, but I suspect that the Union are going to pump that full of troops. Anything happening in the east? Nothing much so far. We want to be careful not to leave ourselves too open here. But at the moment, I feel like they will concentrate. Oh, yeah, he's moving down already. So possibly we want to pull back a little. Give ourselves a little more time for the Army of the Shenandoah to get close and enable us to reinforce each other. Yeah, our harbours are blockaded. Hampton Division is taking forever. And the march. We're speeding up time a little. They come down. We've pulled back a little. We're not pulling back too far. Oh, I didn't think I was telling them to go that far, but we're going to fight a battle here. So let's just quickly pause it. Did I upgrade this gun? Yeah, I put them 12s. Let's give out some more Springfield rifle muskets. We've got Springfield rifle muskets available because I changed one of the starting positions. Instead of Indian allies, I selected something else. I'll pop it up on the screen. That allows us to make those, which I find is better. So they're burning down our stuff. Maybe we're going to pull forward a little bit and see if we can bring them to battle. Yeah, we are. So we're slightly outnumbered. The Army of the Shenandoah arrived in 0 hours. 0 hours, eh? Irvin McDowell facing PGT Beauregard and E Johnstone at Manassas, the 9th of July, 1861. Okay, let's do it. So here we are then, deployment. It's going to be a meeting engagement, so nobody has the advantage just yet. Our scouts report the enemy is near Manassas Junction, Virginia, and our army is to prepare for battle. We are facing the Army of Northeastern Virginia under the command of Irvin McDowell with a strength of 33,000 men and 49 guns. Now, this is an estimated number. We don't have exact numbers for the enemy because of the way the intelligence system works on this game. The enemy army is green and morale is reported as to be determined. Reports indicate their supply situation outstanding. The supply state of our own army is outstanding. Okay. So a meeting engagement, a couple of victory points in the middle here. We'll possibly move forward and capture those to then put him on the offensive. He's going to come in through the top corner here, the top of the map. So remember, Joe Johnston's army's not on the field yet, only Beauregard's. Let's see what we've got going on. We've got to get a bit closer in. Ewell's division. So this would be a nice place to hold defensively. I'm not sure what kind of angle we're going to be at for the guns here, but it should be doable. Do we move forward and capture the eastern side as well? That's the question. So this is north to south now. Eastern side of the bridge, western side of the bridge. We also have to be wary of him coming down our left flank. So, Loring. And remember, we're going to be outnumbered for a while until Joe Johnston's army arrives. And even then, we're still going to be outnumbered, but only a little bit. This is as far as we can deploy. Let's put our guys in a single line, since we haven't got that much in way of manpower. Longstreet's division. So we're popping these guys in place. I'm going to move them forward when the time comes to start the battle. So Ewell's division on the right, Longstreet in the centre, and Loring on the left. That'll do for now. So Beauregard is just here. Let's pop him into the centre. There. Okay. Now this army hasn't even got any cavalry. I was just thinking, where's Jeb Stuart's cavalry? But actually that is in the other army. So, okay. I feel like this ground here is not amazing, but it might do. Got a little ridge here, but then do we capture that? I'm not sure. So I think we're going to end up deploying probably here. We're going to hold a defensive position from here with Loring on the left-hand side and the two other divisions here, and we'll see what happens. So, end deployment phase. Longstreet's division. We're going to move them forward, and we're going to capture that victory point. Ewell's division. We want to pull them forward as well. With Cox division on the right, brigade on the right, sorry. Loring, he's going to take up a defensive position just here. Again, just like on the campaign map, we've got our riders going out, delivering orders. So things don't happen instantly on this game. Beauregard, he's going to move up to here with his staff. Now, it did say Joe Johnston was arriving with 0 hours remaining, but he's not here yet. I'm presuming he's going to turn up soon. Probably from here. Even though he was to the west, but, you know, it's a game. Our guns are moving up. 12-pounder field guns. I kind of wish I'd given them the Parrots now, but never mind. Moving the brigades out a little, spacing them out. We're going to give these guys long-range fire orders. All our guys, actually. Where's Longstreet? Just here. And Loring. They're kind of all reserve, Loring's guys. There's only 3,800 of them. I suspect we'll not be able to hold them as reserve since we haven't really got very many men. Joe Johnston still hasn't arrived. No sign of the enemy. Oh, there it is. There is. So they are coming straight down this road, capturing this place. Let's slow it down. The Union 1st Brigade. Our guys are already tired. So who's going to take the brunt of this fighting? Holmes. and Bonham. Got some guns up here. They're getting into position still. They have taken that objective. Attack the enemy. I don't think so. So, are they going to push everybody over here? They've got some guys off to their left, our right flank. This could get interesting. We need Joe Johnston's men as soon as possible. It is 16:30, so 4:30 p.m. Lots of light left today because it's July. Brigadier General David R. Jones. His guys are just here. Which division are they in? That's Ewell's division. So I feel like maybe we're going to leave Cock out to the right by his lonesome. These guns are still moving up. Infantry moving up. We're capturing this objective. Loring's division. Let's move them up to here. We've captured the bridge. So again, it's gone back to a meeting engagement. There's no way we're going over this road. Not much happening. It's a real slow bit of deployment going on here. Remember, these armies are brand new. They're green troops. Our gun's going to open up soon. Still getting in position. I'd like you to start firing. Jones's brigade. I feel like they'd be better served over here in case we're going to get pushed from that way. It's a mess. Withers. Just hanging out. Not entirely sure what these dudes are doing. But I'd like it if they got in position and started firing. Ah, Johnson arrives. Where's he at? And he's arrived in the west. But not really anywhere useful. Jackson's division, Army of the Shenandoah. We'll let these guys come in, and then we're going to bring them up here. See if we can hit those guys in the flank while holding across this river. A bit of a pincer movement. I don't understand why these dudes are taking so long. If they make a good push over Lewis Ford, there's no way these dudes will hold, but let's see. Oh, he's got skirmishers coming out, so let's see what's happening. He's crossing already. I mean, what is this artillery doing? The 3rd Brigade. 2,500 men are crossing. Come on, Jones, let's open up. So at last we've got some fire going on to them. Not enough, not effective. These guns are really getting on my nerves. The other guns have got nobody in range. And Got a real bit of a firefight happening here. Let's bring over the 6th Brigade into their flank. This artillery is just like, I don't know. They've lost men. Haven't even opened fire. Took forever to get in position. It's things like this that annoy me about this game. Unless I'm just being unless I'm just not doing it right, obviously. Let's cancel that. It'd be nice if we started killing some Yankees. Again, I don't understand what this cannon, this battery's doing. Get in position. Okay, we've got the hill here. Jones's men should be able to send these back over the river. Lost 350 men, who reckons? 450 casualties for him, estimated 127 for us. This is kind of the ratio we need to keep going. Guns, I don't get this. I mean, I don't understand what's happening with these guys. Nervous, pulling back. They've lost 16 men and lost a couple of guns. It's stupid. But Jones's brigade has managed to throw them back over the river. We should be okay as long as we hold this defensive position. Holmes, I don't know what these guys are doing. I mean, what on earth? He's broken, obviously. 300 casualties away. Pathetic. Probably my fault. Bad positioning. We're doing okay. Doing okay. Still got Nathan Evans's brigade over here. I'm a bit wary about these guys over here. Jubal Early's men throwing some fire into the flank here, doing a good job. Oh, and these guys have finally decided to open fire. No, they haven't. They can't see the enemy, apparently. AP Hill exhausted. I mean, how can he be exhausted? He hasn't done anything. Let's see if we can't rally. I feel like the volume's very loud. Drop that down a little. Nothing happening on the right. Scent as the problem, but I feel like Bonham is holding quite nicely there. See what these are doing, spazzing out there. Let's bring Beauregard over. See if he can inspire his men. David Jones's brigade doing a good job here holding this with their mixed muskets. The Yankees are bunching up, struggling to get over there. Taking casualties. 1,400 to them, 600 to us, but Where are these guys going? Right, so we're still moving into their flank. Some skirmishers out. We're breaking a few of their units, which is nice. Excellent. Keep this fire going. Keep pushing. Early's brigade. Nicely done on the side here. Just blasting into them. Move them in a little bit. These howitzers. Lobbing shells. It says these guys are behind cover. I don't know what cover they're possibly behind, but who knows. We're holding them. Oh, flanking movements coming in. Oh no, this is Evans. Stuart's guys. I mean, that's a 300-man brigade. It's not really a brigade at all. Edward Johnston. It's a bit close for my liking. Let's redeploy him here. Behind this fence, then it'll give him a moment to get ready before we push in. These guys are about to break. They're really struggling to get over this ford. I suppose you would in the face of fire from 2,000 men. $5,000 almost, actually, if you include earlies. They're still firing into them. Doing a good job here. We should hold. What about the centre? AP Hills guys are still doing something. I don't know what. Holmes men still running. Withers is sort of reserve here, but I don't think we're gonna. Are they gonna push us there? Doesn't look like it. We broke another unit. That's awesome. Still more men on their way. Hopefully we'll be able to drive them back as well. So these guys fleeing for the bridge. 750 casualties in that unit. 4th Brigade there causing trouble. Kirby Smith's brigade pushing up. Pelham's guns. They're going to get awfully close to the enemy there. They're pushing over the 1st Brigade. Suffering casualties, of course. 2,700 for him. 881 for us. 3% of our force. About 8.2 of theirs. So it's going alright. If we can throw this brigade back over the river, possibly that could be it. Bonham's held this place. Nicely done. The Union 1st Brigade and the 2nd Brigade are streaming back over this stone bridge. That means Bonham's going to get a little break here. A little rest. These men are tired. We're going to send these guys packing as well. We might not even need... I don't want to jinx it. We might not even need Johnson's army. Let's see. Let's see what it brings. We've still got Cochrane with us on the right. Not used. Holmes crying back here. Stuart's cavalry is almost there. This is Jackson's division coming into place. You can see it's getting a little darker. We've sent those guys back in the 1st Brigade from the 5th Division with 450 casualties. So, I mean, we've broken a lot of their men. Defending is always easier than attacking, of course. Their morale, 39.9. Ours is 52.8. They've lost 2,900 men. 9% of their force. We've lost 955. We're not going to press this because we can't really afford to attack. Bonham's guys are going to be back in action again here. The 3rd Division's 1st Brigade is going to cross this bridge and get into the fight. Guns, shelling them. AP Hills guys are pushing forward. 2,500 of them. We'll bring Evans's brigade here. Really good job from David R. Jones's brigade. 100 casualties. They must have inflicted a lot on the enemy. Bonham's guys have got Springfield rifle muskets, which will be helping them, obviously, because they're a lot better than those mixed musket units. I think these guns actually did okay in the end once they got positioned, but, you know, it wasn't amazing. Here we are. They're coming over. Can Bonham stand again? I hope so. AP Hill's guys getting in position. Exhausted. So these guys have really pushed over the bridge here. Bonham's men are suffering some morale. Getting hit with artillery as well. Don't know what they're doing now. Pulling back. They had enough. There's another brigade ready. 3rd brigade fresh. Don't know what use AP Hill's men are going to be by the time they get in position, but we need them there really. Oh, so here we are. Excellent. Edward Johnson's brigade is here. 2,000 men. Followed swiftly by Bartow's brigade. So we're going to have 5,000 men who are going to push up into here. Excellent. And Evans is moving up. Not that he's going to be much use. Whoa. Why are these guys moving forward? What are you doing? I didn't give that order. Bonham's going to break. AP Hill's men are in the fight now. Just need to hold on a little bit longer. It's 20 past 7. We've still got a while to go before it's dark. Can't see Bonham holding on much longer. We'll put Withers in behind him. Crossing en masse again. Yeah, are they? Maybe they are. We're pushing them back. AP Hill's guys are exhausted. I don't really know how they're exhausted. Edward Johnson still getting in position behind here, but let's actually move him forward. We're going to hit these guys now. Where are those guns? Barnard Bayes Junior's brigade as well. Cavalry all the way up here. I don't really know what use these guys are. I mean, could hit that artillery, but oh, yeah. Bonham's broken. I mean, it was only ever going to happen. AP Hill's not really holding either. This is not going very well at all now. Withers, didn't I tell him to start moving? Go, 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 go. Bonham's to 1,000 casualties. I mean, AP Hill won't hold here. It's a shame that Bonham broke, but it's understandable. I mean, with casualties like that. Whoa! They tried to bayonet charge us, but Early's men held firm and sent them packing. Crazy. And another brigade coming over. It's going to be tight. Withers needs to get himself in position. Come on, Withers. Get in here. No idea if this will work, but we might as well try. Home's still broken. I don't think he's coming back. AP Hill's about to break. Where is Withers? Why is this taking so long to march? There's a bloody road here. Is it because they're in line? Not sure. That's Hill broken. Oh. Bartow not in position. Edward Johnson taking forever to get forward. Where are these guys going? B's been a B. Let's move him up as well. Get these guys into the fight. Jones is going to end up getting flanked by this 3rd Brigade here. See if we can't get them going a bit faster. Double time. I mean, we sent plenty of them packing from this side, from the left flank. But can this central part hold? I'm not so sure. Are we ever going to get in position with these? I don't think we need Evans here anymore. Let's move him across. Oh, so they actually did. They broke that artillery unit. Excellent. Let's get them out of there, though. I don't want to lose them. Anytime you like. Yeah, so he's moved his men over here to counter this threat. The AI is generally very good in this game. Or at least decent. Battles take a long time to complete. I feel like maybe he's pulling back. That'd be nice if he is, because I don't know how much more we can take, to be honest. Losses. Oh, 5,000 for him, 2,500 for us. So pretty bad losses. I think historically, if this had been the first battle, this would have certainly raised some eyebrows because it's high casualties. Oh, they're coming for this ford. I mean, I was going to move them forward, but we'll just keep cock here. You can start opening up on them. Bartow's men are in the fight. Guns are opening up on them. Excellent. Kirby Smith. So this... honestly. Cavalry's routed over here. I told them to pull back, but... mustn't have got the order in time. It's pretty annoying. Well, they did lose 116 men. At least they took out that the artillery up there. Withers has gotten himself in position. I wonder if these guys, are they pulling back? Feels like they are. I'd be tempted if I was them to pull back. They've lost a lot of men. We've got guys on their flank here. I don't want to jinx it, but it feels like we're on the verge of victory here. What are they doing with this artillery? I have no idea. Barto on contact. Yeah, no shit. So, yeah, we'll send them packing as well. I mean, enemies retreating. That's great. So this is going to be a nice victory for us. We're going to press on a little bit. I mean, I don't want to really push after them too much, because I feel like we did take quite a lot of casualties here in the middle. Oh, and we missed all the action on the right. But it must be alright, because they're pulling back. Home's broken. That was disappointing. AP Hill didn't really do very well. But, you know, it's one of them things. Inflicting some more casualties. Still only a minor victory. I would say this was a major victory. Killed 6,000 of the enemy, 18%. We lost 9% of our force. This is a good win. This was a good fight. A bit of a shambles in the middle here. A little bit of a shambles to start with. But I feel like we've done alright. Be nice if we could break this last unit. Looks like they're wavering. Fighting in this cornfield or crops. Yeah, there they are. They're away. They are going. Let's see if we can't get after some of this artillery. Excellent job. Well, so the numbers must have been a little off, because look, it says 32,000 there, and the Dragons lost 6,000 men, along with 25 guns. We lost 1 gun. 3,000 in odd casualties. Cool. I feel like that was quite a decent little fight and a decent little victory to round out this first episode. So we're going to take stock, see where we're at, and we'll take it from there, and we'll be back with another episode. Due to his bad performance in battle, Colonel Stewart has fallen into disgrace in the eyes of his men and the public. I think this is one of the things I hate about this game. So he's now classed as disgraced commander, so it gives you penalties when you put him in charge of things. But really, he led a tiny little group of cavalry here, got rebuffed, they lost 100 men, and they fled the battle. I mean, it was always going to happen. I probably shouldn't have charged them into them guns, but it was alright. Anyway, let's see what this report has to say. The Battle of Manassas Junction has ended with the Army of Northeastern Virginia retreating in panic. My command has earned us a total victory, with the enemy army running for their lives. Yeah, excellent. The enemy has reportedly suffered total casualties of 6,478 men, thereof 832 killed and 297 captured. The morale is believed to be stable. Our casualties total 3,195 men, with 452 killed, 478 missing, and the rest wounded. Morale is confident, with supply situation mediocre. We've captured 3,800 rifles and 18 guns from the battlefield. That's pretty cool. So that was a nice battle here. We've halted them. We've sent this army packing. That was a good job, I feel like. That was a really good job. I probably blundered the battle a little. Possibly I should have done some things differently. But I think it went okay. And like I say, I'm not an expert at this game. So, what's the overview? We've got the Hampton Division moving into Richmond. We've got the Army of the Shenandoah and the Army of the Potomac hanging out here in northeastern Virginia. Pretty safe for now. Doing quite well. We were impressed with... Was it Bonham? No, Bonham did okay, didn't he? But they broke. But they held that line really well. Jones did a really good job. Early did a good job. Evans didn't really get involved. Withers only got involved at the end. Cork was on the right flank, and I think he got overlooked a little, but he'd done a good job there. Holmes fled. Why is he not disgraced? Hill, pretty poor, really. So the plan is hold the east, hold the center, maybe push a little, and see what we can do in Missouri. See if we can capture St. Louis. See if we can push up here, capture Missouri. I doubt we're going to be able to, but we're going to try. So you've got a new army forming here as well, the Army of the Mississippi. This Polk's command, I mean, we're going to reorganize this actually. We'll replace Polk, he sucks. We'll put S Johnstone in charge in there, Albert Sidney Johnson, who sadly died early in the war, so we never really got to see what he could do, but he was highly rated by Jefferson Davis and kind of considered as the ultimate general for the South, but we never really got to see him because he died at the Battle of Shiloh, 1862. We're going to put him in charge here. We'll give Polk another command at some point. So he's here with only 2,000 men, so we're going to bulk out this army. We do have some recruits available to us. Men from Georgia, Alabama, Kentucky, but only support 45, which makes the troops of lower morale, lower quality to use in battle. Louisiana. So we do have almost 30,000 troops available, which means we can bulk out the armies a little, which we will do in the next episode. I do hope you enjoyed this one. It was a bit of a slow start, but as this carries on, we will get into more action. We're going to see if we can hold the center, hold the east, and push up into the west. I might push into Kentucky as well to take some pressure off the other theatres. So, if you liked it, if you've got any comments, any suggestions, put them in the comments. I'll read them, and I'll take anything on board. So, thanks for watching. Join us for the next one, and I will catch you later.